Hey everybody, welcome back. This is HD and this is going to be a pro broadcast. I know I haven't done one of these in quite some time, but here we are. It is going to be IdrA versus REQtheognis, which I don't actually know who REQtheognis is. His name kind of reminds me of Ogre, which reminds me of Shrek a little bit. So maybe I'll call him Shrek, maybe I'll call him Ognis, maybe I'll call him Ogre. I don't know. Whatever you guys want, I do for you. This is going to be a Terran versus Zerg. It is going to be a pro broadcast, and I'm very much looking forward to this game. I haven't casted a pro game in quite some time. I've been doing a lot of the daily ladder show, but I will be doing more pro broadcasts as a lot of you guys wanted me to do both. And you know, I'm here to do the games for you guys. If you guys want to see pro games, I will definitely do pro games. If you guys want to see ladder games, I'll be doing ladder games too. Everything I'll be able to do, I'll be doing. So it is going to be a Terran versus Zerg. I can't wait. It is going to be the fan favorite IdrA and of course the Ogre. So it's kind of like Beauty and the Beast. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. Once again, this is an exhibition matchup. Actually, I don't think this is from any kind of tournament. It may actually be from a ladder game, but this was a very highly recommended replay. And so I'm very much looking forward to casting this game. It looks like IdrA here is going to be going for I love it. He's going to be going for 14 gas, 14 pool. I like this build opening for Zerg because, you know, 14 gas allows you to get the early Zerglings and Banelings in case you need it, and in case your opponent is going to try to Foxer you. If your opponent tries to Foxer you and you don't have Speedlings or Banelings ready to go, then you can actually lose the game really, really early on. So I like that opening, 14 gas, 14 pool. I think it's standard versus Terran. And REQtheognis is going to be going standard himself. I don't think he's going to be doing any kind of Foxer shenanigans. He's going to be going for what seems to be standard. Barracks at the front door, supply depots at the front door. And IdrA is going to make his way over here. Oh no, the drone! The drone is going to get caught! And the Marine, nice scoot and shoot micro here from Rek, picks off the drone easy peasy. And that is going to be one drone less for IdrA. Yeah, if we look at the income tab, we can see that IdrA now is at 14 under 15. Anyways, before this game gets really underway, I wanted to tell you guys that there is kind of this little thing going on right now online. Well, what is this barracks doing? It is going on a vacation. I don't know where this barracks. There we go. Barracks is gonna. That's a very weird place to put the reactor. Usually you want to just swap it with the factory right away at the front. But we'll see what happens here. I'm not quite sure what Rek is up to. But anyways, I wanted to say that right now GosuCoaching.com is having a kind of voting contest online, and basically, as you guys all know, when I was at MLG Dallas, I was part of Team Lazarus, and I am still part of that team. It's a North American pro gaming team, and right now Gosu Coaching is having a vote off for one more team. Basically, whoever gets the most votes, whichever team gets the most votes will actually be able to compete in the Gosu Coaching tournaments, and I'll be able to actually compete in those tournaments. So if you guys have a chance, please go to GosuCoaching.com, and on the front page, I think you guys will see that there is a forum navigation, and you guys will be able to vote for whichever team you guys want to see playing in the tournaments. So please go there and vote for Lazarus Gaming. That's a team that I am on, and hopefully you guys will be able to see some of the games that I get to play. Yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, Gosu Coaching is actually a really nice website. Kind of does it does coaching services basically for Starcraft 2 players. So go check it out, GosuCoaching.com. I would really appreciate it. I think we need like 2,000 votes or something, which really isn't that much. If 2,000 of you guys could hit that link, there'll be a link down in the sidebar below. So anyways, it looks like, getting back to this game, REQtheognis is gonna be going for that's a very weird place to put the factory, all the way at the back. I think right now Rek is actually trying to hide the fact that he's going for Hellions. That's why he swapped the factory all the way back to the reactor, and he's tucking all of his Hellions back here. And right now IdrA really, yeah, he has no idea that there are Hellions coming, although he did see the factory earlier. That's IdrA's vision right there. So I don't know, we'll see if he's going to be able to deal with these Hellions. He doesn't have a spine crawler up right now, and it looks like the Zerglings are going to get caught out in the open. IdrA here is going to have to quickly scramble his forces to deal with these Hellions. He's going to have to run all of his drones back up the ramp. Oh my goodness. IdrA here could be in a lot of trouble. These Hellions cannot be allowed to get inside the main. One drone casualty gets taken down. And REQtheognis right now doing some good work. He really needs to kill off more drones though. If he could get inside the main base, that would be a huge pickup. But IdrA, I don't think he's going to allow anything like that to happen. And the Speedlings here are going to chase the Hellions. But really, you can't micro Speedlings against Hellions when they're off the creep. And so IdrA is going to have to back off for now. And IdrA is going to, yeah, he's going to be able to defend against these Hellions. He's going to bring all of his Zerglings off the line. And he's going to be able to pick off all the Hellions. Good job from IdrA. IdrA looking very strong right now. And he's going to be getting a Spire out. So IdrA going for the good old Muta Baneling strategy, I would assume. Obviously, Mutalisk's very good against Terran. And back at REQtheognis' base, it looks like he is going to be switching over to Biomech. As we can see on that factory, he does have a siege tank, and he has siege mode on the way. Now, at this point of the game, it does become the Terran player's job to defend. It's pretty much the windows for the Terran to attack the Zerg have pretty much ended. And now that the Zerg player is getting Spire out, IdrA is going to have his chance now to make some kind of damage happen. It looks like IdrA is saving up quite a bit of his gas, and yeah, he's just going to be going for mass Mutalisks here. As soon as that Spire pops out, note he is now saving up all of his minerals as well. I think we're going to be seeing most likely 9 to 10 Mutalisks pop out as soon as that Spire finishes, and it's going to be up to our Terran player, REQtheognis, to be able to defend against that. He's actually got the Great Wall of Terran China going up here, which is going to help him defend a little bit against the Zerg. If IdrA decided to run some Zerglings inside through the front door, I don't think that's going to happen though. But do note, there are about 9 Mutalisks coming out on that production tab. IdrA also with a huge advantage in terms of harvesters, 44 over 34. And there is the Baneling's nest. So IdrA is going for the standard Muta Baneling. And really right now, REQ needs missile turrets. Oh wow, he just barely throws them up in time. I think this is some serious pro gaming sense right here. He doesn't even know that there is a Spire up, but he is throwing up these missile turrets with just barely enough time to spare. I think the turrets are going to go up just in time. As soon as the Mutalisks arrive, look at that, the turret finishes. That was some incredible timing on those missile turrets. And it looks like IdrA is going to have to, he's not going to be able to do much damage at all with these Mutalisks, but he will be forcing REQ to be in a sort of defensive position. REQ obviously cannot push out, he can't really do any damage. He has to worry about all these Mutalisks flying around his base, and of course with that, IdrA will now safely grab a third expansion, playing the macro game that IdrA loves best. Once again, more Mutalisks coming in for IdrA. IdrA wants to keep the Terran player on the back foot. A couple missile turrets going up here. A lot of Marines there. IdrA, you gotta be careful. You don't want to run into that many Marines. Do note that there is +1 weapons, +1 armor, and stim pack on the way. So we may be seeing some kind of timing push here from the Terran player as soon as those 3 upgrades are finished. It looks like it is now time to push. Looks like the Terran player planning to get the upgrades en route. Oh my goodness, but the tech lab is gonna get picked off right before stim was about to finish. Wow, if you guys rewind this video and look at the production tab, stim was seriously seconds away from finishing. Now this timing push has been completely altered. Oh no, REQ, I don't even know if you should push out without stim. That is the most crucial upgrade of all. Without stim, these Marines cannot take out these Mutalisks nearly as easily, and they cannot run away from Banelings. So, oh wow, REQ is going to have to completely rely on his siege tanks to deal with the Banelings. Note that the Biomech strategy, all it's about is using tanks to tank the Banelings. Marines stim and run away from the Banelings, and then they do the major DPS afterwards. But without stim, this could be a completely different story. Does IdrA know that these Marines don't have stim? He picked off a tech lab. I don't think he knows that the Marines don't have stim though. He is going to be able to pick off a couple tanks in the back. But meanwhile, his hatchery is getting shelled. IdrA needs to go in. I think he could take this very easily, but I think right now IdrA's worried about the stim. Here we go. He's going to run in. The hatchery gets taken down, but the banelings are going to run for it. Oh, no, no. The banelings running into the tanks. Oh, IdrA there not microing his banelings and losing a ton of them to a tank. That was not really worth it at all. And of course, IdrA lost the third hatchery. But at the end of the day, IdrA did clean up that army. Looks like, really, at this point, it's still anyone's game. IdrA maybe still at the advantage, but he did lose that hatchery. So it's going to be up to Rek now to cook something up. He's lucky that Attack was able to pick off the hatch. But of course, he's forced to rebuild his entire army from scratch. And he's going to have to think about grabbing a third pretty soon. And you can't do that without an army to defend with it. So here we go. IdrA going to move in here. He's going to pick off one of these missile turrets. It looks like he's not really going to be able to do much. Maybe he's going to be able to pick off the refinery, which would be huge. These refineries offer a lot of gas. And of course, Terran players need the gas. They're a gas-hungry race. Note that IdrA grabbing a double expand now after losing the third expansion. Very bold hatchery, and really, I don't think Rek is going to be looking up there when he moves out. I don't think he's going to imagine that the Zerg would expand up at that top location. So that's a very hidden hatchery, and you know, leave it to IdrA to make use of these hatcheries and getting this macro game on. Now it looks like the Terran player is going to be moving out. He is going to be trying to land his command center at this third. Right now, Rek needs this command center so badly. REQtheognis, he has to hold on to this. If he cannot secure a third and get the planetary and the missile turrets up, then it's pretty much GG. You just can't play 2-base Terran versus a 4-base Zerg. It's just not going to happen. And so Rek here looking like he's going to try to defend the third hatchery or the third command center, but at the same time he needs Marines to defend at home. These Mutalisks looking like they're going to run inside here. All that's remaining to defend the mineral line are these missile turrets. It looks like one of these missile turrets could get picked off. IdrA, with a huge flock of Mutalisks here, is going to pick off one of the refineries.